Okay, Greta, you gonna help me? Wait a minute. Use this. Okay, Greta, you gonna help me? Get on your bed. Go on, get on your bed. No, not on the yoga mat. No, get off my yoga mat. No, come on, you have to get off the yoga mat. You gonna help? Hi, everybody. Whoa, this is so different the way it records. I am kind of blown away with how this looks. Okay, we'll just do it. Yep. Oh, it's because of where the camera's over there. Okay, I got it. All right, let's start. Hey, Greta, you ready to do some yoga? Ready to stretch? Greta is ready to stretch out her hamstrings. Are you? Hi, thanks for joining me today. We're going to do some hamstring stretches. That is one of my students, Susan's favorite thing, always requested. And you'll need a strap. So I'm going to use my yoga strap today, but you don't have to have the yoga strap to do this. You can use, maybe you have some old neckties in your closet like I did. This is really pretty. Amazing the things we find in our closet. But I think you'd need two of them because we want something that's about 6 feet long, if possible. Or I also found a sash. What I like about this is that I could put a loop in it, and I'd really like for us, for when I teach some gentle classes in restorative, to be able to have a loop, but we don't have to. So those are some possibilities, but if you don't have any of those accessible, don't worry about it. You can just use your hands. I'll show you some ways to use your hands to support your leg. So let's go to your mat. And you'll notice that I'm not playing any music, but you could always put on your own music in the background. You want to come down on to the mat. Lay down on your back, have your mat beside you, have your strap beside you. I have to adjust my ponytail. And you don't really need a yoga strap for this. You could do this on a carpeting or a floor. We don't have to balance, we don't have to slip around at all. So whatever's comfortable for you. You probably want something that's a little bit soft rather than the wooden floor. And as we lay here, to begin with, you have your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, and then you're going to push the weight of your body into your feet so that you can lift your hips up and then set them back down. And I kind of rocked my pelvis back. My lower back is not pressed into the mat. It's not rocked forward. It's just a very comfortable, slight lift in my lower back. I can put my hands underneath here. To get my shoulder blades more comfortable, I push my elbows into the floor, lift my shoulders up, and then take them down. So this is basically the position that I want for my body as I do these stretches. Let's rock our knees from side to side to begin with, just to get a little mobility in here. And it just feels good. And come back up to center. Walk them all the way out so my feet are wide on the mat. And then let's do the same thing again, rocking it from side to side. Greta's in the room with me. She's helping me. Even on your bed, Greta. Okay, come back. Walk your feet in so that they're hip distance apart. All right, in line with your hips. They're not too close nor too far away from the buttocks. And if you have any kind of knee issues, sometimes it helps to take those feet a little bit farther away from the buttocks. Reach for your strap. Have it extended all the way. Lift your right foot up to the ceiling. Place the strap on the ball of the foot. I am not pulling on this right now. It's just there. push the heel up towards the ceiling. Trying to see if I can see you in my other monitor. And first thing I want you to do is think long leg. So it's hard to explain how to do it. I just kind of know how to make my leg feel long. I'm pressing my leg up towards the ceiling. I'm not sure which muscles you do to do that, but it just happens. So with the leg elongated, it's going to help me in my stretches. My heel is pressed up towards the ceiling. You can do this set with the foot flaunted. See how I move the ball of the foot up? And I would suggest that when you do this, either you do 2 sets of this, you replay the video and do it with it flaunted, or just alternate as you use this and try it sometime flex, sometimes flaunted. You get a different kind of a stretch in the back. All right, so I'm not pulling back. This is just where my foot goes to begin with. It's kind of like my pre-test. And then let's take this and let's slightly pull the leg back. Not much. It does you no good whatsoever to pull it to the point of pain. Maybe enough so that you can feel the stretch, but just there. So this is where I started out with my leg up. Notice that my leg is as straight as I can make it. Now, if my hamstrings are really tight, I might have to have my leg down here to have it as straight as I can make it. I could go, I'm not that flexible, but I have a little bit of flexibility in my legs. All right, so take both ends of the strap into your right hand. And as you let the left knee go out to the left side, your right leg is going to go out to the right side. I'm using my right elbow on the floor. It's more comfortable for me that way. I'm keeping both hips on the mat. So if I go too far, notice that my left hip comes up. We don't want that. I want both hips on the mat. So this is as far as I can go and keep both hips level. We'll just pause here for a moment. Still keeping that energetic, long leg feeling. I'm reaching out towards the foot, towards the wall over there, actually the windows over there. And at the same time, I'm going to pull slightly back towards my head. Notice where you feel this stretch. I feel on this side, I feel it on the inside of my left leg and the inside of my right leg. Typically when I do the other side, I don't feel it so much on the bent leg. And you will also notice as you do, if you do this consistently, that you'll feel it in different ways on different days. Let's do this. In a moment, we're going to take a very deep inhale and a very slow exhale. And while we exhale, we'll slightly move the foot back towards the wall behind us. Ready? Deep inhale. Slow, slow exhale. And then gently raise the foot up to the ceiling and pause there. And for those of you that have been stuck in for about a month with no pedicures, examine your toes and say, they look beautiful without polish on them. Or maybe it's time I take the polish off. I'm not sure, but love those toes however they are. All right, you guys don't make fun of us. Elongate the leg, think long. And now here comes the part that I really need to do all of the time, and that is to stretch out the IT band. turn the outside of the right foot, the little toe side, up towards the ceiling. You see how I did that? I don't know if I turn it this way, if you can see it better. And then I'm just keeping my legs straight up to begin with. For me, I feel this all the way up here. You may feel it wherever you feel it. But just start here, keeping long. And we'll stay here maybe 30, 40 seconds. Maybe I have no idea how many seconds, but I can feel a point where I get used to this position and it doesn't feel like it's as much as a stretch as when I first came here. So then I know, and that'll be your cue, to go ahead and enhance the stretch. It works this way with all yoga stretches, or any kind of a stretch. I guess it doesn't have to be a yoga stretch. I'm ready to move my right foot across the midline to the left slightly until I feel, that's the spot where now I can pause and I can get a little bit more stretch out of this position. I am keeping my left hand relaxed. It's just laying by my side, or actually it's on my left thigh. My right hand, even though I'm holding onto the strap, I'm trying to keep it relaxed and my shoulders relaxed. And I'm breathing. It'd be hard for me to do this and hold my breath. So release this by turning the foot back up towards the ceiling. And we'll do one more thing with our strap on our right leg. I'm in a flexed position, and I'm going to hold both ends of the strap in some way. You can hold it down here or up here. And what we're going to do is a resistance technique that will trick our muscles so that they'll give us a little bit more of a release. All right, so the hands are anchoring the foot. I'm not pulling on it, it's just holding it there. Then, with about 20% effort, I am going to push my foot into the strap, so I'm pushing up and away. And I can feel my leg activate with that, but it's not moving. I think if you looked at me right now, you could see that I'm not moving anywhere, but I have that activity. I have that 20% effort. You A-type personality types, hey, back off, okay? And I think we've gone our 8 seconds with this, which is the typical length of time that we would do this. So now I'm going to release the anchoring, release the activity there. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out, and you may notice that you get a little bit more of a stretch. I think my foot probably moved back a couple of inches. And you can do a set of 2 or 3 of these and see the magic. Keep your foot in the air, take the strap off, lay it over on your left side, and then rotate your ankle around, just because this feels good. Rotate in the other direction, and point and flex. The right leg will cross tightly over the left side. So there's no space between my thighs right now. It's kind of knee to knee, legs crossed over. Then my right leg will take the whole leg unit over to the right side. I'm keeping my shoulders as much as I can on, my shoulders are on the mat. So I get a nice twist. I'm feeling a long movement along my left side. My feet are relaxed. The left hip is energetically moving down, and my left hand is going to snake up on the floor to overhead and reach through the fingertips towards the wall behind me. Take care that you don't bring tension into your neck when you do this. Your right hand can go to the inside of your right leg. And then you know the next cue, right? Breathe. Sometimes I like to close my eyes during this type of stretch so that I can concentrate on what I am feeling and where I am feeling it. And I notice that the exhale helps to elongate and soften and stretch. This is a relaxed stretch. We're not forcing anything. Slowly bring your left hand down and your right hand off of the leg. Keep the legs crossed. Bring them together up to center. All right, and then on over to the left side. My left hand is going to the top of my right thigh. My right hand is going up on the floor. And I'm reaching. So I want this long stretch from my right hip, up my side body, through my armpit, out through my fingers. I'm going to close my eyes again to assist that relaxation, that lengthening, softening, and bring the right hand down and the legs up to center. One more thing with our legs stretched. Well, two more things. Press your weight into your left foot so you can lift your hips up and then set them back down. I just like to do that to get them equal. Then pull the legs into the chest, lift the head up, come down, uncross the legs, both knees in, rock from side to side. So that's one side down. Place your feet on the floor. Lift the hips up, press them down, get your shoulder blades tucked under, adjust anything else that you have to. Reach for your straps. Now you have to help me through this sequence, okay? Just call out if I forget something, but I think I can remember it. Take your left foot, place it up to the ceiling. One hand on either side of the strap. Elongate the leg. My leg is so much longer. Pressing up through the heel. I'm not pulling on this. Not at all. It's just there. I'm just noticing where it is. And breathing. Now I'm going to take the strap into my left hand and allow my leg to go out to the left side and my right knee to come out to the right side. Keeping my hips level on the floor. Pulling the left leg back slightly. My right hand can go to the inside of my right thigh. And I'm noticing how different I felt on this side than I did the other side. Don't worry, we'll do it all. Breathe. My left leg, I'm going to encourage it to come back towards the wall and back of me. So it's going out long to the side and then it's coming back. And if I take my awareness to the ball of my foot, so I have my foot flexed, but I'm pressing just a little bit through the ball of my foot, I get a different kind of stretch on the inside of my leg. Taking a deep breath. And as you exhale, hoist the leg back up to center. The right knee comes up. And let's look at it here. Take the outside of the left foot up towards the ceiling. Just pause there. You can hold this with one hand or you can have both hands up here, whatever feels better. It's just not important. It is important that you keep all this upper body relaxed. Don't, as you work this, take tension, additional tension up to your jaw or your shoulders. My little left toe is up towards the ceiling. My big toe is coming back towards my face. Still have my foot in basically a flex position. And now I felt my legs start to relax a bit, so I want to enhance this by moving the leg unit across the midline to the right. And then I'm going to pause here. I think this is a really important stretch rest to do to help protect the ankles, keep them mobile and strong. Come back to the center, and we'll do our resistance technique. So I'm going to anchor the foot with my hands. And I want to keep my upper body relaxed as I do this. Elongate the leg. Now resist. Pressing the foot up and away, elongating it with about 20% effort. And I'm anchoring the foot with a strap. I'm not really moving. It's more the idea of moving. And I'm breathing. I think that may have been about 8 seconds. So I'm going to release the tension. Breathe in. Breathe out and see if you get a little bit more stretch now. And we could do multiple sets of this. So I could stop here now and we could do resistance. And then we could breathe and relax and possibly get more. But just for time's sake, we're just going to do that. So I think that's it with having the strap on our foot. We're going to keep the foot up in the air. We're going to rotate that foot around and reverse directions. Luxuriate in this. Explore. Where do you feel the mobility? Where do you feel the restriction? How far up the calf do you feel the stretch? You feel it at all at the calf? Come back and now flex and point. Now where do you feel it? You feel this up the calf? Do you feel it up to the back of the knee? Go slower. Flex harder. Don't strain. All right, release that. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. And I know this isn't really hamstring, but I just feel like it goes with this set. So now that my left thigh is on top of my right leg, I'm going to let that left leg carry, pull, encourage my legs to go to the left. And as they go to the left, the leg is helping to move it down that way towards the bottom of my mat. My right hip is moving energetically towards my feet. I feel no discomfort in my knees. If I did, I might slide my right foot forward. Actually, I won't. That's why I suggested that. And then my right hand is coming up beside me on the floor towards the wall behind me. My left hand goes to the inside of my left thigh, encouraging it to move away and down. And I'm feeling from my fingertips of my right hand along the armpit and the side length. I'm going to close my eyes so that with the exhale, I notice even more how I get more length. I'm releasing some tension in my left arm that I was paying attention to. And slowly bring the arms in and the legs up to center. And let them cross over to the right side. Right hand to the top of the right side. Just helping it along, nice thigh. Left hand up along the floor, reaching up and breathing. I'm going to close my eyes again. I'm going to notice where I feel the stretch. Yes, I feel it under my arm, but I also feel it in the back of my hip. But then I have some of the tightest hips around. So you're going to feel it where your body is tight. And it could be different from the other side, too. Bring your arms back and in, the legs up. I press my weight into my right foot so I can lift my hips up, and then pull both knees into the chest. Grab a hold of wherever you can grab a hold, and lift your head up to your knees. Let it back down. Uncross the legs. Hug your knees. Rock from side to side. Place your feet on the floor. Let's rock our knees again with our feet on the floor from side to side. This always helps to reset your spine. It feels good. Lubricates the hips. Roll all the way over to your right side. And pause there for a moment because we've been laying on our backs for a while. Use your hands to help push yourself up to a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you to that. And I have lovely hair now. And that's it. Those are our leg stretches with a strap. I hope that you are safe and healthy and at home. And I hope to see you again. Bye. It's been wonderful. And let's stop. And